What's happening, good people? Welcome to the channel. So a while back I did a wristwatch check with this watch and you guys were interested in a video, so that's what I'm doing today. Before we get into that, another wristwatch check actually, and we're wearing this really cool Casio that Troy from the Ball Watch Collector let me borrow to review. So yeah, definitely check out his channel if you haven't already. It's a really cool little affordable watch this. So anyway, let's take a look at the Seiko. This is not going to be a review. This is basically just what I've done. So if you don't know your Seikos, this is a 7002. So this is the watch before the Seiko SKX. Obviously you'll have heard of the SKX. It's one of the most famous and iconic Seiko dive watches ever made. Now this one isn't as popular as the SKX, but prices are actually steadily on the rise. Back when I bought this, when I first got into watches, I paid just under £100, and it was in a bit of a sorry state, which is why I decided to have it modded. So yeah, what I'll do throughout the video is I'll just show you some pictures of this before and show you what condition it was actually in. And then obviously now I'm just going to go through what's actually changed. So I'm going to start off with what's original. And actually there's not much original really. So the case is all original, and the watchmaker who put it together for me actually refinished the case and repolished it because it was a little scuffed and a little scratched up. He also rebrushed the lugs for me as well. But the case is all original. The crown is brand new because the other crown didn't work properly. It was a little bit wobbly and a little bit loose, so I've got a fresh crown on. I just went for a polished, unsigned one because I was trying to save a little bit of money. The case back, again, is an original 7002 case back. So that's really nice that I was able to salvage the original case back. The movement inside is also original as well. So that is the original movement. The watchmaker who modded it for me, he checked it out for me and it was working absolutely perfectly. So I didn't need to swap out the movement. I did budget for a new movement, but I didn't need one. So that was really good. So now let's talk about things that have changed. Oh, actually the crystal as well is still the original crystal. I didn't think it was right to upgrade to sapphire. I just wanted to keep it as original as I possibly could. So the bezel insert, and well, the bezel is original as well. That's an original bezel. The bezel insert is the same style as the original, but it is a brand new one because the other one was absolutely battered. So this is just an aluminium one. It's just a direct copy of the 7002. It is aftermarket though, it's not a genuine Seiko one, but it looks exactly the same as the one that came off it. I really like that look anyway. So then we've got the Rehaut, the chapter ring, so I just went for a plain black one. And that actually come with the dial. I just thought it looked really nice, so there's not too much distracting you from that dial. So speaking of the dial, this is a Doxa style dial. And I really love it. They do a yellow version as well and a day-date version. But yeah, I just absolutely love this orange. I just think it looks so awesome. And I love the little dolphin on it and the markers and everything. I just think it's such a cool looking dial. And it's probably one of the most fun watches in my collection. So the dial is not original as well. The hands are aftermarket Seiko 7002 style. But again, they're done in the same style as the original, but they're just new. The other ones were just awful. They were really poorly finished, really rough around the edges. But this one, the hands are much cleaner and much nicer. They also match the lume on the dial a little bit better because before the hands were so bright. There were just tons and tons of lume, but the dial was actually really dull. Now it sort of matches a little bit better. It's still not perfect because the hands and dial are from a different place, so the lume match isn't perfect. And the lume on the little pip there is not perfect either. But I didn't really buy this to be a lume monster. I just bought it because I love the aesthetic of it. So finally we're going to talk strap, and this is the Clockworks Republic with the solid end links. This is such a good strap. It's a fluorine rubber one, and it is so comfortable. It's one of my most comfortable straps. You can see we've got a floating keeper, and then we've got a fixed one, just holding it there, and then we've got a really nice brush buckle. I'll leave a link to this down in the description, and all the parts as well. I'll see if I can find the seller where I got it all from if you're interested in doing a similar mod. I'll try and find the eBay seller where I got all this stuff from. But yeah, so that's it. So that's everything that's the same, everything that's changed, and I just absolutely love it. It's one of my favourite watches in my collection, and I am actually planning to do my own build eventually. After I've tackled a few other things, I am planning on ordering my own build, and I'm going to attempt to put it together myself, so I'm really excited about that. I've always wanted to do one, but just always been too scared. So I'm going to start off affordable, and if I bust anything, then it's not going to cost an arm and a leg to replace. So I'm going to try and put my own watch together, which I'm really excited about. But there it is. There is my modified Seiko 7002. I just think it looks really cool, and I've not seen another one like it either. So I won't call it a one of one, because obviously there's probably another one similar out there. But yeah, very, very cool dive watch, and again, one of my favourites. Almost a birthday watch as well. I just missed it by a couple of years, so that would have made it even more special. But unfortunately, I just missed out by a couple of years there. But yeah, very, very cool watch, and it's one of my favourite divers. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this one. I hope you liked the mod, and also everything else. I also wanted to say a massive thank you, for the support that you guys have been giving me on my videos. They've been doing really well, much better than I anticipated. So just massive, massive thank you to all you guys. You've been absolutely awesome. So yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. And of course, follow me on social media at Mr. Budget Watch. Thanks again. I'll see you soon.